Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lana and today we are talking about a few ways to stop spending money. So if you're anything like me, you love to spend money, but you also have financial goals and savings goals that you want to meet, and sometimes those things collide and you need to strategize about how to not spend money. So how do we get the spending to stop? That's what we're talking about today. So my first suggestion is to do a spending freeze. A spending freeze is where you pause spending on optional parts of your life. So any discretionary spending or spending that doesn't necessarily have to happen, you just stop it altogether for a set period of time. You get to set the rules about what a spending freeze is like and how you are going to do it. But for us, a spending freeze has been really great to reset how we are spending money, where we are spending money, and reevaluate, like, okay, remember, our goal is to save money, so we need to not spend all the money. I made a whole video about a spending freeze that we did a while back. If you want to learn more about how exactly to do a spending freeze and all that, go ahead and go back and watch that video. So a spending freeze is a little bit of an extreme way to reset your internal money spending mind, but it can be so useful when you are trying to head back down the track of paying off debt or saving money. My next strategy is to do a pantry eat down. So I kind of talk about this in the spending freeze video also, that during the spending freeze, we tried to eat the things that were in our pantry. But if you don't want to do those at the same time, you can totally do that too. You can do a spending freeze one week and then you can do a pantry eat down a different week. So this just means you are clearing out all the extra food until it's actually gone. And you might be amazed at how much food is actually in your pantry if you eat down to the very bottom. At least for us, we have a general amount of food in the pantry, and it's somewhat stocked. We've got a little bit of this and a little bit of random everything. But if we do a pantry eat down, we can work out all those old things, all those old dried goods. You do not have to go to the store to restock when you are busy eating down your pantry. So it can be a great way to stop spending money and reset your mindset about spending money. Okay, my next strategy is to put all extra money that you ever get into your savings account immediately. So right away, you're taking that bonus, you're throwing it in your savings account. We have been using this strategy lately and it has been so helpful. So we have this whiteboard on our fridge where we keep track of random money things and random doctor visits that we need to pay for or whatever it is. This also means that when we get random money from our random side hustles like our Airbnb, sometimes the positive money ends up going on the board. And that is a very dangerous place for money to hang out, at least in our family. There's like, oh yeah, we have extra money. Yeah, we can afford that too. Oh yeah, we can do that special thing. Oh, we could go out to dinner because we have some extra money, because technically you're not going over budget. This has been so dangerous for us because it means the money is not saved. And before we know it, we've gone out to dinner, we've been to the zoo, we've done all these fun things. Not that fun things are bad, I just want to make saving my priority. So if the moment we have that extra money and we've taken care of our business expenses and taxes and stuff, we throw that money right into the savings account, it's very unlikely that it will come back out to pay for random things that I think would be fun. So to us, our savings account is a sacred place where the emergency savings live, and money only gets taken out of that to pay for medical bills and emergencies. So that is a huge hurdle for us to get that money back out. But when it's just hanging out on the board, floating in space, and you have extra money, you'll just spend it. But if I know that that money is out of reach, it's in the savings account, then I am much less likely to spend it, which means I'm saving it. My next strategy is to have money and savings goals. Have your goals be specific. Track your goals. So one of my favorite ways to track money goals is by using a chart that I print off of Debt-Free Charts. You've got to go check out her website. It's so cool. All the charts that are for paying off debt are free, and the other cool color in charts that she has on there are a very minimal cost and very worth it. So definitely go check that out. If you need a tangible way to track your goals, check out Debt-Free Charts. But just having a savings goal can be enough to keep you from spending money. So if you don't have a goal, all you can see is what's in front of you and what sounds fun right now. Because things like paying off debt or paying off your house or saving for retirement, they don't seem particularly urgent, and they don't seem like they will bring you much joy right now, and retirement is probably in the distant future. So when you're debating whether or not you should go out to dinner and blow $100 or put that $100 in your Roth IRA, it's kind of a no-brainer, which would be more exciting if you do not have a chart and you do not have goals. I get so excited about saving towards our very specific goals. So if I know that I can color in part of my chart with that $100, I'm like, we've got to color in the chart. We can't go out to dinner. We got to color in the chart. And that helps me not spend that extra money. So I was asking my husband how you stop spending money, and he said, don't go to the store. And I totally agree with that. Every time we end up at the store, it seems like it's at least $50, maybe it's $100. Oh yes, we do need that. And it's like a slippery slope of spending all this money. This is so difficult for us, especially since I am 36 weeks pregnant and incredibly hungry. Not blowing all the money on food is a little bit difficult for us right now. We got on this bad track where we were going to the store like 2 times a week, but we're trying to right that. Hopefully we will be back on track this weekend. So for us, our goal is to go to the local grocery store 1 time a week and then to go to Costco 1 time a month. So this means we get our fresh veggies and stuff that we need for the week and our eggs and stuff at the local grocery store, and then we stock up on meat and things that are cost effective to buy at Costco at that monthly trip. I also have a video about how to save money at Costco if you want to dive deeper into saving on those grocery store runs. My next strategy is to wait 1 more day before you buy something. And part of my strategy to do this is to leave things in my cart, like my Amazon cart, and then I just walk away. I don't actually purchase them right then. I put things in my cart and I don't know if I'm going to buy them or how I'm going to buy them. I just leave them in my cart for a few days and then really decide if that's something that I really need to buy. So the waiting 1 more day could also apply to some big fun things. So perhaps it's a gorgeous weekend and you're at Costco and you see this stand-up paddleboard and you're like, this would be so fun. We need this right now because we need to go have a fun time and do the thing. I'm not saying that buying something fun and having an adventure is bad. I'm just saying that if you want to stop spending money, we have to try to step back from the excitement of the weekend and the sunshine and the water. So if I was tempted to buy something like that right in the moment and it was quite an expensive item, I would want to see if I could wait 1 more day. Or my husband and I can have a conversation like, oh, it would be really fun to have one of these. What would it take for us to save for one of these? What if we got one next weekend instead? Or where would we store this? Or we're thinking through this and we're not buying those big things right away. We are postponing them at least a day, if not more, so that we can really evaluate, is this something that is important to us, or is this something that would be fun today and we wouldn't really use it later? My next strategy is to do fun for free. So I need a whole variety of fun things that are inexpensive or don't cost any money that we can do that would be exciting and fun, so that we are too busy to spend money. So there are many local hikes that I can go on basically for free, except for the gas that it takes to drive there. And while I'm hiking, there's no way I can be at the store or online spending money. Perfect. There are also many local swimming holes that we can go to for free. So if I really want to go to a water park or go to the pool, which does cost money, if I am busy swimming at the free places, I am not at those other places spending money. So what are some things that you enjoy doing that are inexpensive inexpensive, or they are basically free, or perhaps they are even dual purpose. So there is a blueberry farm close to where we are, and we can kind of double duty our fun and our usefulness by going and picking the inexpensive blueberries. It's an activity, it's fun, my son loves it, and we are bringing home food that would have cost us more to buy somewhere else. So it's actually an effective thing to do because it is saving us money and it is taking us time, and it's a fun adventure too. I would love to get some new ideas and pick your brain about that. And my last strategy is to make it difficult to spend money. And I think this means different things to different people because everybody has different strategies and money weaknesses and such. So maybe for you, it's helpful for you to have a very complicated tracking system for your money. So you know that if you go out and buy a Starbucks, it's gonna take you, 10 minutes to do the accounting and the budgeting for that Starbucks, and you're like, it's not worth it. That's just too much. But maybe if you really geek out on budgets, that's not gonna help you. Maybe you have your blow money in cash, but maybe if you leave your blow money at home, then it would make it harder for you to spend your money. So, or perhaps credit cards are your kryptonite and you need to leave your credit cards at home and only bring your $50 that you're allotted to spend so that you don't overspend. Another way to make it harder to spend money is having to be accountable to another person. So having to tell someone else about the money that you spent, or have a discussion about it, or text them about it, or whatever it is. And for me, this is my husband, because we track the receipts together and all the purchases. We mostly know about what other people are spending, except for our blow money, because we just spend our blow money on whatever we would like. But basically, we are accountable for all purchases that we make because they're part of our family budget, and there is another person on the other end being like, so why did we buy that? And that is super helpful in keeping you from buying excess things, because someone might be asking you questions about what you bought at the store. If this video was useful to you, go ahead and let YouTube know by hitting that like button. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any uploads. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye for now.